guys, Luxker here. Welcome to Xeno News, a monthly news series where me and a guest talk about news from Xenogears, Xenosaga, and the Xenoblade games. Now, we don't have a guest this week because I want to apologize for taking a week off of Xeno News, like it's been pushed back a week. It's mainly because I was pretty busy at the final week of May, and I couldn't really get a Xeno News video out in time for you guys, but there's a lot of Xeno News that was been shown off in the past month, and I want to go through them all because we finally have a news episode that covers pretty much all the Xeno games, and I'm pretty glad about that because this is like the first time this even happened in Xeno News' span of almost a year now, and that's really cool. Unfortunately, we don't have a guest as of right now, but maybe next month we'll have a much bigger Xeno News month in general, and yeah, I'm really excited to see that. So make sure to click that like button, subscribe, comment, share this video around, and hit that notification bell for my channel. It really helps for you to get notified on whenever I make videos each and every day. So let's go ahead and get started on our first news story, which is yet another interesting Xeno fact of the month that was like just recently rediscovered, and that's from a game called So Blonde Back to the Island, which is a European only game that was released all the way back in 2010. It was only released in France and Germany, which, yeah, that makes this Easter egg very obscure. But here we got a portrait of Sophia from Xenogears just hanging right on the wall here in this game here, and I find it really interesting in general that like this has been only just now rediscovered, because like its cameo was only shown off in this game that hasn't been released in America, and it was only released in 2 countries. So I find this a very interesting thing in general. It was just recently discovered by Cadmoni, actually. As you know, he is from France, so he was just going through all these games and stuff, and sure enough, a Xenogears reference was shown off in that game, so it's really cool to see. I have no idea what this game is. I don't even know what the brand is, really. I just know there was also a DS version of this game in general. So if you guys want to talk about this game in the comments section more, let me know, because it seems pretty interesting. But anyways, that's our Xenogears trivia news thing that like got shown off just now. So let's go on to our Xenosaga news, which is a very interesting one at that. And that's because a fan has finally, well, not finally, but has made a demo for a fan remake of Xenosaga PIPER. And it's really freaking cool. I played an hour of this demo, which this demo is an hour long. And there will be gameplay playing through this portion. But, like, it's seriously a really good demo for what it is, and, there could be some work done to it, and I'll get to that later on, but it's a really freaking incredible demo that he made. Like, it really, and the creator Cyclone Fox has been really, like, paid attention to so much detail throughout the story. Like he basically took pretty much all the gameplay footage, which was taken from the Let's Play of it that's currently on YouTube, and has basically used Valak Turtle and the Zarathustra script to basically create the dialogue for the game, and I find that really great in general. So there's a lot of creative freedom in here. So in the original game, there was random encounters in the overworld, but he basically made it so it played a lot more like the current Xenosaga games, such as the fact that like there's now no random encounters. There's traps you can use to just stop enemies in their tracks. The battle system is much more similar to Xenosaga, as well as high quality art that was made by Forrest, the creator of the Xenosaga PIPER fan manga, and I'm really curious to see how that actually goes in general, because like that manga is also pretty great on its own right, and being able to just play a version of Xenosaga PIPER just with the fan recreation in general is just really cool. Cyclone Fox is currently looking for video game testers, composers, as well as anybody that can help out with graphics, because as you can see throughout this demo, graphics and texture work is not his strong suit. So it would really help if you can like shoot him a message or anything like that, or an email. The itch.io link will be in the description of this video, as well as his social media in case you want to check him out. Like, he's been doing a fantastic job in general, so definitely keep a lookout for this. I'm actually part of the playtest team, so I will definitely be sharing some news of this demo when some developments have been coming out. Like the end of Chapter 1 is already in development, as well as the later 2 chapters too. So all in all, very fantastic stuff. So let's go ahead and go on to Xenoblade 1 news, which is very interesting in general. So you all really know about the history of Xenoblade 1 coming to America. It didn't do it for a pretty long time because, like, basically Nintendo showed it off at E3 when it was known as Monado Beginning of the World back in 2009, and the employees that were showing that off were basically told that it wasn't coming to America and there won't be more press about it. So, like, it was basically a Japan-only game, and as the story goes, as you already know, Project Rainfall came in to help petition the game to come to the West, and then it eventually did come to Europe. It didn't come to America until the year after, but it was basically from that. Kit Ellis, who was a former Nintendo America employee, said this in his latest podcast on the Kid and Krista podcast, which I'll basically show this off right here.
There was a team at Nintendo that made those sorts of decisions that we were not a part of. That was a very executive-heavy group, and they would, analyze the market and the potential audience size and all of that stuff. And I mean, it was like flipping a coin. Like, sometimes these were the right decisions, sometimes they weren't. I mean, they were doing things more than just, they were choosing, like...
So yeah, Kit really showed off that, like, hey, this is just a coin flip. Like, this won't come to America, and then, like, you would have to just try to do more just to show off that, hey, there is an audience for this game. And sure enough, because of those Operation Rainfall petitions, it basically convinced Nintendo that, hey, there is an audience for this, and we will bring this to the West. Fortunately, it took a long time to get here, but yeah, that's par for the course in general. So I just wanted to show that off, because even though this is kind of like well-known news, it's good to confirm that, like, there wasn't consideration to bring it to the West anyway, even as far as back as its E3 announcement. So, but yeah, that is Xenoblade 1 news. So now, let's go to some unfortunate news about Xenoblade X. So, Omoroid is a well-known Xenoblade X speedrunner, and they basically were just staying on Nintendo Network's servers until pretty much as long as he can. But unfortunately, on May 21st, he unfortunately got hit with the disconnect, and it was mainly due to some complications with his internet at the time. It was basically pretty common, but he got DC'd. But he was pretty surprised in general that he beat the record just from how crappy the netcode is alone in general. So well done, Omoroid. You deserve the W for this feat, and being able to just go through Xenoblade X as long as it takes until the online eventually shuts down. So yeah, props to you, and hopefully the online will come up again in an eventual Xenoblade X Switch port, which hopefully it will come one day. Alright, now we have Xenoblade 2 news. Yeah, there is still news going on, even for Xenoblade 2, and that's because Torna of the Golden Country's physical version is back up on PNP Games. I actually bought Torna of the Golden Country physical version from PNP Games because they're basically just a physical media manufacturing site. Like, you have to basically, like, petition, like, what Switch game you want to have a re-release for, whether it's for Japanese games or like games that like aren't in stock anymore, PNP Games basically re-releases them in this physical form. And they finally actually restocked on this cartridge, and it's $59.99 CAD. Of course, it's much lower in America and in other countries. But yeah, if you want the Torna Physical Edition now, PNP Games still has it in stock, and you can pick it up right now, which is really cool. If you're a collector of Xeno games in general, then yeah, this is a must-have for your collection. And yeah, speaking of collections, guess what else is up for pre-orders? Yes, the Mio scale figure is up for pre-order right now. I don't know when pre-orders will close. I'm assuming the middle of June they will close. But now you can finally pick it up from Good Smile, from Ami, from all the figure stores that are out there. Mio scale figure will be up. So I already gone over this figure many times before and how great it looks. I love the pose, especially the base. And now you can pre-order it right now. Funny thing about it is, it's actually one of the cheaper of the Xenoblade scale figures. It's actually around $100, depending on where you buy it from. And usually Xenoblade figures go for like $200, so if this is one of the more cheaper Xenoblade figures in general, and I can understand that because this figure itself doesn't have a lot to it really. It's just there as like, oh hey, if you like Mio a lot and you want this figure, there you go. And having it be like $100 was definitely enticing because a lot of scale figures for Xenoblade are very expensive, especially like ones that are out of print now, like Cosmos or Melia. So this is just fantastic in general. So if you want a Xenoblade figure, the Mio figure is definitely your go-to. So, but yeah, we are done with Xeno news. Unfortunately, there's no merch that I haven't seen. Again, I feel like Xenoblade stuff lately hasn't been on the rise in general. So it's kind of just radio silence. So hopefully in the future we'll have more to go. So thanks everybody for watching. Unfortunately, I want to apologize again for no guests. There will be one for the next Xeno News video, so keep an eye out for that. So I just want you guys to definitely keep watching my content, and if you like my video, and if you like my Xeno News videos, definitely keep watching them and supporting them and doing whatever you want to do. So again, I'm sorry that this video came out a lot later than normal. So, but anyways, guys, until next time, see you on the other side!